Working for Water is a government initiative that has been created for two reasons. One, of course, is to try and get on top of some of our alien weed problems, and another is to create employment within the community. And in KZN alone, they probably employ about 3,000 people on a regular basis, and countrywide it's in excess of 20,000. There's a lot of employment. There are people from the communities, and they have the strategy of going out to try and control them. My particular involvement working for Water was with the Rapid Response Unit as a mentor, showing these people who had come from different areas, some of the local weeds, to take on some of the weeds that they see as emerging that they may be able to get on top of at short space of time. As far as working for Water goes, it's an ongoing process, and employment is very important. Working for Water go to landowners, and they offer their services, very often free of charge or the Working for Water cost, to clear alien infestations, which is good up to a point. A lot of people benefit from that, but then the responsibility of follow-up is a problem, and as we've seen, follow-up and rehabilitation is a very important part of this process, and that then becomes the responsibility of the landowner. We know that if you don't follow up or rehabilitate, actually the problem can become worse than it was in the first place. Whether it's working for Water or private landowners, whether it's small-scale farmers or large-scale farmers who actually seem to be very aware of this problem, but follow-up is going to be important. Working for Water will supply them with chemicals and training, but the use of it, and sometimes at their own cost, are going to have to put efforts into controlling these plants. When alien plants have been removed, you really have several options. Some of them, of course, will die because they've been treated with a herbicide, and it's very important to try and remove them or kill them before they set seed. That's always going to be a critical factor. And then different plants respond in different ways. Some you can just leave to rot on the ground. If they're water weeds, they can dry on the ground. But the most important thing is not to get them to spread and take them to dumps or put them in compost heaps where they can just regrow. So it's important to understand the plants, which ones you can just put in a pile and let them rot, which ones you may have to burn, which ones you have to dig up. Ensuring that these problems don't occur is a question of maintenance. Once an area is being cleared, it takes continuous effort to keep it clear. And any emerging plants or infestations should be dealt with immediately. The earlier these problems are confronted, the easier it becomes. Medium-term strategy for Working for Water is to get as many people as they can afford into the field and doing the work. There are a lot of conservation efforts out there trying to get funding, whether it's private or through other government sources such as Lotto, working on particular aspects like duct in the rivers, like conservation bodies that work in the conservation areas.